Hi, it's Iain, and it is time for a book review. This is something that I've been meaning to do for a while, but I was waiting to come across a couple more books than the two that I had at the time in order to start reviewing them. And I will be starting with the 2016 debut novel of Iain Reid titled I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Now, I know what you're thinking, because the first thing that came to my mind upon both reading the title and the fact that the novel actually opens with I'm thinking of ending things was, But as it turns out, the dramatic I'm thinking of ending things is actually referring to the relationship of our protagonist. It quickly turns out that I'm thinking of ending things refers to the protagonist's romantic relationship with her boyfriend Jake, whom she is considering ending. The novel opens on her and Jake in Jake's car going out to Jake's family's farmhouse for dinner, which, as the protagonist notes, Jake considers to be a next step in their relationship, while she is sitting in the passenger seat thinking about why she wants to break up. It turns out that she didn't say no to his proposal, even though she was actually thinking of ending things, and resolved to just give him this one night, one evening of domestic bliss, dinner with his parents, before announcing her decision to break up with him. Now, this actually seems really tame for a book that turns out under the genre of horror, but believe me, this is just a start, because once they manage to get to the family's house and the dinner commences, things get weird. No, I'm sorry, I meant things get Duh. Now, I'm not going to spoil this book too much. I would rather just you read it and see for yourself. But when I say things get weird and disturbing, believe me, they get weird and disturbing, but not in any overt way you may think. You're not going to be seeing any arms coming out of the walls, or strange Latin chanting, or ominous messaging appearing on windows, or basement monsters in the darkness, any overt horror cliche like that. The terror that is at the heart of I'm thinking of ending things isn't in what is right in front of your face, it is in what is in the background. On the surface, the narrative seems to pertain to just a regular day in someone's regular ass life, but the way that it is brought to you and these small little details that just keep creeping in make it seem like this is anything but regular, and there is something more going on under the surface that you are not being made privy to. I think the real talent of Iain Reid, insofar as it's being displayed on this book, which contributes greatly to the uneasy atmosphere of the novel, is the fact that he can take mundane everyday occurrences and disturb you with them. There isn't something inherently wrong about someone just wanting ice cream in the middle of a snowstorm, but somehow Iain Reid manages to turn this into something that you raise an eyebrow at, like, why the fuck do you want ice cream in the middle of a snowstorm? It is fucking 30 below outside. Why do you want it? Why? What are you after? And this feeling of paranoia isn't generated only by what is going on in the story, although that certainly contributes. It is more generated with what isn't going on. You see, the overall aura that is radiating off of I'm thinking of ending things is one of razor thin, annoying, needling, freaking creeping unease. The first sign of trouble actually comes in the form of the protagonist just looking out the window and wondering about two things. First, how long it has been since she has actually taken a road trip, and second, the more important one, how long it's been since they have been on the road. While there is a whole life before the car that is often mentioned, and in fact mentioned in some detail, at least when it pertains to the boyfriend, Jake, you are never actually sure about any of this because all you have is the protagonist's word. And the strangeness factor seems to kick into overdrive once they manage to finally get to the farmhouse and the dinner starts. Another thing that contributes to this sense of prevailing unease is the fact that the chapters are interrupted by the dialogue of two unnamed people, which just take place in dialogue lines with no actions described, who are talking about some sort of incident that they either have borne witness to or are in the general vicinity of. And while you do not know what the incident is, it isn't such a leap to imagine that the incident connects to the main narrative. But what disturbs you, or at least disturbed me about it, was the fact that whatever this incident is, you don't actually know anything about it. It could be something that has happened in the past, or it could be something that will happen in the future where the protagonist is concerned. That the strange things that she seems to note, the weird-ass details that keep jumping out at you, the fact that she becomes increasingly unsure about her own decision to break up with Jake in a book titled I'm Thinking of Ending Things, no less, just sort of keep you on the edge of your seat, but not in an I'm so excited kind of way, more in a oh my god, what the fuck is gonna happen next kind of way. I don't know about you, but where horror is concerned, I like this type of background, sort of cosmic like terror lurking in the shadows of an otherwise regular narrative, far more scarier than any monster that you can come up with. To add to this, the narrative is exceedingly simple. There are no long sentences that go on until forever. It is just short, self-contained little passages that rapidly move you through any scenery, and or if any detail is to be added, it just kicks you in the eye with it. As a result of this, the book ends up being a compulsive page-turner that does not leave you alone until you reach the amazing and bone-chilling conclusion that it has to offer. No spoilers. Given how fast it goes by, I'm thinking of Ending Things would be the perfect book for an afternoon in which you really feel like getting disturbed and being brought out of your comfort zone by any means necessary. So if you're a horror fan, if you like thrillers, if you like suspense, I definitely recommend that you check this book out. And believe me, once you start, you're not going to be able to stop until it ends. So have you read this one? If you have, what did you think about it? Please drop me a line in the comments below. If you like what I'm bringing to you, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace out.